Hey guys, this is Diaboro Disaster. I'm coming at you guys with another deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed the last two. I just posted the Justmon deck profile a few hours ago. This is now the 10th of January, but I'm now bringing at you probably one of the other big hype decks of this format, and that is the Three Musketeers deck. Just wanted to show you my thoughts on this list. I've been playing it for a minute, and I'm pretty stuck on my choices after a lot of testing with it. So just thought I'd go ahead and give you, the lowdown on this. So to give you a first start off here are my Digitama. I'm only playing my fifth Digi-Egg is the Pagumon. It could be a lot of different things. You could even just play forward and play the forward Denimeramon. I find that there are a lot of games where I will be going into my fifth Digi-Egg, so I do want to make sure that I have a fifth Digi-Egg, and Pagumon, especially if he's hit like early-ish, this is pretty good with Itmon. I've had some pretty nutty mills off of this card, so it's been good, so no real reason to change it. For rookies, we have 4 of this Itmon, 3 of the new Itmon, 4 Soundbirdmon, 2 Labramon, and 2 Gazimon. So the reason I picked these, first off, a lot of people wonder why I do this particular ratio on the Itmons. I think this card just feels real dead a lot of the times, at least in the early game. It's obviously way better a few turns into the game, but I also want a I want a good rookie that's gonna, Digivolve on top of my Digi-Eggs instead of, one that does absolutely nothing. And this is a card I hate to waste that way. It's okay when it's Labramon, and the reason I'm playing the Labramon at all, honestly, is just it gets me a little bit more of selective discarding, so that way I can make sure that my option cards get to the trash. Obviously, the Gazimon to choke out memory boosts and hammer sparks and the like. This card is freaking ridiculous. And like I feel like it's your best rookie next to maybe the Itmon, and this Itmon's only really good in the first couple of turns. But that is my rookies on this so far. I'm playing in Champions. I'm playing 3 Promote, 2 Vilemon, and 4 Deputymon. So I have a lot of questions why I'm playing so many Promotes. Honestly, this is like your big aggressive play against decks like Security Control, the Mirror, as well as some of your games just go really slow for you, and I want to make sure that I'm going to have access to a potentially double promote if I need it. And there have been a lot of games where my end game turn is Beelstar, play Nailbone, play a rookie, and promote, swing with promote. If the promote doesn't die, then I will still potentially have the second promote in my trash. Whereas if I'm only playing 2, I feel like it's not consistent enough. Also, the Slight Evolution comes up a lot. And then 2 Vilemon, just because of well, Devimon kind of sucks right now with Justmon's Valhuckmon running around, and 5k is just so much easier to kill. And then 4 Deputymon. A lot of this play only 3. I feel like this is the best turn 1 play this deck has, and when you're forced to go first with this deck, I like making sure that I have a pretty decent play. I don't want to just shotgun Matt when I have no trash. So that's that. I'm not playing any ultimates in this list. I have considered Rebellymon. I've also considered a nifty little Gigadramon and Craniumon tech for the mirror as well, because Craniumon is really difficult for this deck to remove, but I haven't gotten to testing that. For Megas, we're playing 3 Gundramon and 4 Beelstar. Beelstar is your bread and butter. This is like the reason to play this deck, aside from the extremely high amounts of removal this deck has. Gundramon's alright. Like, I'm not so sure yet if I like 3, but I have noticed that because I'm playing 3, I am able to trash them a lot more, and I am able to get the turn 2 Gundramon a lot more consistently. And then the Beelstar, just wait till your trash is big enough, and then this card is bonkers. For Ultra levels, we're playing 2 Defeat, 2 Zwart, and 1 Millennium. So I'm not playing any Ultra S, and I'm not playing more than these numbers. So like I've even considered playing only one Zwart because he's not always coming up. He's sort of like a win harder card in my opinion, but it's one of your few ways to remove opposing Beelstars and not to pay a ton of memory for it, because only Trump Sword and Happy Shower can remove this in the mirror. And if it's rested, they can't do anything about it either. So, like, you can swing with a Beelstar and then turn it into Zwart while it's rested, and then the opposing player basically needs to combat it with their own, like, Millennium Mon or something like that. It's pretty difficult to remove once it's on the field, aside from, like I said, Trump Sword and Shower. Millennium Mon is your only out to Craniumon, so I refuse to play any less than one. And this card's pretty good in the mirror, too, because it's immune to a lot of forms of removal, and then you still have to remove it twice. I thought about actually dropping a Zwart for a defeat, because this card is crazy. Also, the more copies I play, the more often it'll be in my security. But that's all we're doing for that for now. I'm only currently playing one mat. It's my only tamer at the moment. It's pretty important. I feel like in the mirror I might need to play a second one just because defeats happen so often in the mirror. But just one for now has been good. For my 7 drops, we have the one Gevulch Former and one Bullet Showering. I've thought about playing, you know, more than one copy of each of these. It's just that they're really bricky and a lot of times very situational. But aside from that, we are playing 4 Trump Sword, 4 Fly Bullet, and 2 Nailbone. Some lists have played more than 2 copies of Nailbone. Some have played really high counts of Shower. These have been the numbers I've been playing with for a while. I haven't really found any real, like, concrete reason to change any of it. This last card could be, honestly, an increased number on any of them that aren't maxed out already. But this card actually has a few niche reasons why it's here. And that is a single Deathclaw. Now, call me crazy, but the Deathclaw provides me a lot of specific card removal outs without paying a ton of memory, because all my good removal cards cost a lot of memory. This way, I at least can get around, you know, the last blocker, or I can get around memory blockers if I had an issue to worry about with that. It can also pop opposing Deputy Mons for 1. And this allows for a lot of nifty little plays, like this plus Millennium Mon means I did it for free. This plus Defeat means I kill 2 things. So it's just a very versatile removal card, and just based on my experiences with it, I refuse to take it out. Honestly, this is probably, I would honestly say this is the best deck in the format. I know it's a stretch probably to say that considering other decks right now, but this deck, it doesn't brick nearly as bad as Jessamon, and unless, like, you can still get, like, way outpaced by decks like Bond of Friendship, but this deck does very well against Jessamon. I feel like this is way better than Security Control just because it has the ability to go wide, and Security Control can't always deal with wide. On top of all that, it's pretty good against the Bond matchups, because even if they get up to the Bond, or if they shotgun the Bond, and then it just dies to your first Trump Sword, because Bond of Friendship restands twice, it's got 2 windows that it can die to Trump Sword among the Bullet and the, well, basically those. And then if they call it wrong and I have enough options in trash, I can just Beelstar, plot Promote onto the field, swing at them with it, and then just take care of the rest of their board. So there are a couple other cards I've considered in this list. I've considered Mechanorimon for the Bond matchups, as well as the Mirror. I've also considered, like I said earlier, the Craniumon idea. But I would say right now this is my most optimal variant of this list. Feel free to, you know, change it and give me some comments down the section, give me your pointers or whatever. But I hope you enjoyed the deck profile, guys. I'll have more on the way. Hopefully some game videos here soon, too. I'm just trying to make sure I can get me a tripod, so that way it'd be a lot easier for me to do that. Though I might start doing some webcam games. If that ends up working, then of course I'll go ahead and start recording those. Feel free to check out my TikTok that I've left down in the comments section, Diaboro Disaster. Whenever new cards have been revealed, I've tried to make a point to do a small video just discussing my thoughts on the card. I'm a couple cards behind right now. My last one was Gallantmon X Antibody, so I have a few more that I need to do to catch up, but and yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry for the pause. Leave a comment. Oh yeah, comment of the day, or question of the day. What is your favorite level 7 Digimon? And that can be any Digimon in the game that would be level 7. So ones that haven't been revealed yet, like Lucimon Satan Mode, or Omnimon Ultra B. Stuff like that. What is your favorite ultra level Digimon? For me, my favorite is probably Omnimon Zwart. I'm not a huge Omnimon fan myself, although when Zwart was revealed in the card game, I was like, dude, this thing is sweet. Also, he just looks better in black. So, but that's pretty much it for me, guys. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't already for more content coming up, and the notifications video or icon, just so that way you can get more consistent updates on stuff posted throughout the channel. I'm hoping to try and get this channel moving a bit more frequently, so I'll try and get at least one deck profile up every week. And then as soon as I can get some game videos started and get that tripod and, you know, everything else needed to record games, then I'll have definitely more content like that up for grabs. Also, in the comments, if you have any ideas of what decks you want me to profile, I have access to most of the cards in the game just by myself. If it's something I need to pick up, then, you know, I'll be able to pick it up. The only thing I can't really profile right now is Diaboromon, ironically. I'm missing the promos, but I am currently in the middle of a transaction to get them, so once they actually show up and I have them in hand, I'll go ahead and actually make the deck profile for you guys. But that is it for me today, guys, and have a great rest of your evening.